Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good Tuesday morning. What's happening? This is Carlton Lewis, aka Mellow Melanin, aka Mega Businessman, coming to you live and direct from Atlanta, Georgia. And I want to welcome you this morning to Carlton's Realm TV. That's what I'm calling it on YouTube. On Facebook, it's just a Facebook Live, right? So, hey, this morning I want to talk to you guys about the 4 degrees of action. The 4 degrees of action. So before I even get into that, I want to read some stuff that I was, going through this morning. I just, I wasn't sure what I wanted to read this morning, so I was just kind of guided by my spirit to read some things, and I wanted to share it, some of the stuff that I was reading with you guys this morning. So if you guys can hear me, throw a 1 in the chat. So I think some people could hear me. I could definitely see that some people can see me, and I want to hop into this. This book is The Discipline of Doership by Joe Schroeder. And in it, he has a chapter in there called The Art of Getting Money, right? The Art of Getting Money. So he starts this chapter off with a quote. And I'm not going to read the whole chapter. I just want to read this quote. It's by Abraham Lincoln. And he says, "I am not bound to win in everything that I attempt. I am, however, bound to be a man as a citizen of mankind and to be as true to myself as I know how. Any departure from this grave responsibility is contemptible and cowardice." And then he starts the chapter. He says, "Lincoln constantly revealed and spoke out loud about who he was and also who he believed his relationship to mankind was. He used verbal memory of words to forecast his victory." And so the verbal memory that kind of piqued my interest. Verbal memory. What does he mean by that? Hey, good morning, Salita. How you doing? Verbal memory. And it says here, without positive words, positive thinking will not believe what you are positively assuming. I'm going to say that again, right? Because I jumbled it up. Without positive words, positive thinking will not believe what you are positively assuming. In the end, people are not what they think they are. What they are is exactly what their subconscious secretly believes that they are, i.e., your self image. All right. He says your self image equals your opinion of yourself. So, to better magnetize success to you, the game is to both think and speak it because words create. And I was talking to you guys yesterday about the power of words and let there be light and, the power of positive words, right? He says, not mere thinking of what you think. Positive thinking will not change you. What will change you is a charged being. Okay, charging your being up, and you do that with your words. Here is where you begin. You start with a single code. You start like Walmart did, who used a simple 1 sentence credo. Walmart says, save money, live better. The Bill Gates creed that birthed the Microsoft empire was one computer on every desk in every home. Without a defining creed, you won't know how to wrap clothes around the who you want to become. It's like a ship with no rudder. So you use words to give what you desire dimension and shape. Very powerful. And then he goes on to talk about his own creed, which I actually say this every day. He says, my own creed was, my prosperity prospers 10,000 people and their prosperity prospers me. It's very powerful. You may want to take that one down. My prosperity prospers 10,000 people and their prosperity prospers me. All right. So here, what we're going to talk about today, hopping right to it. We're going to talk about the 4 degrees of action, the 4 degrees of action. And I think this is another timely topic for right now. Especially with so much stuff is happening. Yesterday, our governor here in Georgia, he's starting to roll out his plan for opening the state back up and starting to get things to normal, right? And some people are okay with it. Some people are not okay with it, right? But if nothing else can be said, he's taking action, right? And I'm not trying to make this about politics. I'm really wanting to make it about you and me, right? So the 4 degrees of action, and I got this from Grant Cardone. I first heard of it in his book, The 10X Rule, and I later hear him talking about it in Cardone University in some of his classes, right? So the 4 degrees of action, this is how you can really determine where you are in this whole situation. If you look at your goals, right? Look at your goals, look at your daily life. You use this as a barometer of getting things accomplished, or how you're moving toward your goal, right? And it's really simple, and you'll know when you'll know where you are immediately. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead. I wanted to go ahead and get this live stream popping today because I have an appointment at 9. Usually I like to do it at 9. So let's talk about that first degree of action. The first degree of action is doing nothing. Okay, doing nothing. So say you have this goal, you have you want to, let's use losing weight, right? Let's use losing weight. So um and you do nothing, right? So you just say, well, I want to lose, X amount of pounds, and you do nothing toward losing the X amount of pounds. You just think about it. I just read you the passage from the book, Disciplines of Doership, right? And so you're just thinking about it, but you're not taking any action. And truth be told, even taking no action is an action, right? It is. If you do nothing, that's still you're still thinking. You're thinking about it, but you're not doing anything about it. All right. You don't want to be at that level. Seriously, you don't want to be at that level. Number 2 is to retreat. All right. That is the second degree of action. Is to retreat, to back up. And once this, like right now, what we're going through, once this coronavirus thing hit, it start coming out, people start retreating. They start retreating. Oh, and of course it was mandated for us to stay in home, shelter in place. But I tell you, I see so many people out, because I'm out and about almost every day. I'm out, and I'm out doing essential services, right? I'm delivering food, I'm delivering packages, whatever it is, I'm delivering it, right? Because I'm in transportation, right? I feel like, that's an essential service, and I'm delivering food. That's an essential service. So I'm out, I see people out walking, I see people out with no mask, I see people, there are people who are not retreating, but there are people, a great number of people who are petrified, and they're scared to death, and they're backing up. They're like, yo, I'm not spending any money, I'm not doing anything, you know and there's a way to retreat, right? There's a way to contract, you know but you need to have the mindset. If you're going to pull back, you need to pull back in order to stabilize yourself, to get things ready for when all systems are go. You can go phew, you could just move fast. All right. And that's the only time you should really retreat. That's it. Any other time, it's not good. All right, it's not good. Number 3 is average action. You're doing what everybody else is doing, which a lot of people, everybody else right now is, a lot of people are retreating. A lot of people are doing nothing. Um, and you may think that you're getting things done by just doing just the base, the base level, or just average what everybody else is doing. But if you look up the word average means normal, mediocre, lackluster, run of the mill. So is that really what you want? Is that really what you want? I don't think so. Um, I don't think so. If you look at the top people in any category, any industry, any profession, they're not average people. they're not. And it, if you're okay being average, that's fine. That's fine. Then that's fine. Seriously, it is. If that's what you want. But this is the fourth degree right here. It's massive action, like massive sick levels of action where you're just like you're totally unreasonable. You've got a psychotic focus and you are getting it done. So not only are you thinking a certain way, you're taking massive actions. You're out, you're doing it, you're getting it done. Does it just because we're sheltered in place? We got these smart devices, phones, tablets, internet, computers. That doesn't mean you have to uh, be stuck. All right, doesn't mean you have to be stuck. Like I said to you guys yesterday, we've got the best, smartest computers sitting on top of our shoulders. The most powerful computers are sitting on top of our shoulders. And so for us to say, well, we don't know something, or we can't, we don't know how to do such and such. Google it. Go ask somebody. Join a network. Join a group on Facebook. You know what I mean? Find it, YouTube it. There is no excuse for saying you don't know how to do something. That's done. That's done. But what you got to do once you figure it out, or once you find the people who have figured it out, is you've got to take massive levels of action. Okay. The first three levels of action, they're not going to get you what you want. They're not going to get you what you want. You got to take some massive action. So that means that's first part, when you're what your words, you're speaking it. That's your being. That's part of your being. It's part of your thinking, part of your being. And your doing is what you're doing with your body. Your speaking is part of that, but what you're doing with your body. So you got the four levels again. You can do nothing right now. You can do nothing. You can wait. I'm just gonna wait it out. You can wait. You can retreat, which is back up. Lock it down. Nothing wrong with that. Stay safe. By all means, stay safe. Make sure you're doing the things like washing your hands and, putting the mask on and, putting on gloves and stuff like that. Social distancing. Make sure you're doing that. But know why you're doing that, so that when all systems are go, you are ready to make a move. Seriously. You can take average action, which is degree number 3. Like everybody else, but right now everybody else is either, the majority of people are doing nothing or retreating. How does that work for you in your long-term plan? Or you could take massive action. Massive action, massive action, a lot of action, just like crazy. Like when people look at you because you're taking so much action, they should be like, man, this dude is crazy. He must be on something. Yeah, he's on living for real, and not just settling because somebody said, well, you should do this. No, making that happen. You spoke it. This is what you're going to be, and you need to go out and do it. All right. Hope you got some value out of this live stream. Like I said, I was thinking this morning, because that's what's been on my mind. I sat down and I was a little bit off. I did my weekly goals yesterday. Usually I do it on Sunday, but I decided to, make sure I got it done yesterday. Monday is the absolute latest. And so, one of the things I looked at what I needed to do for this week and the goals that I wanted to accomplish this week, and it can be done no other way than me taking massive action. I can't do nothing. If I do nothing, I'm going to be mad. I'm going to be regretful. I'm going to be worried. I'm going to be, sad. I'm going to probably wind up getting depressed. Same thing if I retreat, then I'll be in fear. If I'm retreating from what has to happen this week, I could take average action, which is, I don't even see how that's going to work. You know what I mean? For just to take average action. Or I could take all out massive action and get a lot of things accomplished. A lot of things accomplished. So That's it. Like I said, I hope you guys got some value out of this video. If you did, like, comment, share, subscribe. Um, don't forget, I am still buying houses. I'm still looking for houses to buy. So if go to my website, www.omnibuyshouses.com, www.omni buyshouses.com. Finally got my website back up. Finally got my CRM back up. So I'm ready to fill that CRM. Hold on just a second. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. My alarm is going off for my 8:45 alarm that lets me know to do my live stream at 9, right? But I went ahead and did it early, and it's getting louder and louder and louder and louder. So once again, this has been Carlton Lewis, aka Mellow Melanin, aka Mega Businessman, coming to you live and direct from Atlanta, Georgia. Still the Southeast Beast, the Conquering Chief, Your Highness, the finest prosperity done. Number one, take action today. Take action, take action, take action, and be careful of the words that you're speaking, especially when it comes to the words that you speak about yourself. All right? Peace.